Hi, thank you so much for joining me for another video. And I have to confide something. I actually love doing videos because talking to you, even though it's just me on my own, I sort of feel like I am talking with you, and that's nice to do. Hello, and thank you for looking at this beautiful piece and listening to what I have to say. A few things came to mind which I'd like to share with you, and one will probably shock you as we go along, actually. And I'll get to that in a moment, but just to quickly go through the specs of this ring. And as you know, I'll often also do videos of pieces that I think really need explaining, that are exceptional and that I particularly love. I haven't got time to do them for everything. Gosh, that would be lovely, but at the moment, as you know, I'm trying to get what I can listed for auctions. So keep an eye on the auctions. Some really interesting things will be coming up in the weeks to come, hopefully day after day after day. That is what I need to do. I need to get those pieces out. Now, this one is a citrine, as you probably would have guessed, by my favourite designer. It's a large ring and it's a size 9, I think, from memory. I'll just check that. Yes, it's a size 9 and it weighs over 81 carats altogether. It's exciting for me. It does a few things, and one of the things is you'll notice the garnets that have been set are heart-shaped garnets, and their red is a beautiful fiery red. And it's interesting to me because I often wonder how you are going to set garnets when you have them, or any other stone, where they're a heart facet shape. I've had them, I've stocked them, and I've sold them, and I've loved them. But in the back of my mind, I've often wondered about the efficacy of setting one, and what would you do with it, and how would it look. So I think for the jewelers out there, have a good look at this, because it is just so inspiring. And I don't know, in my mind, they kind of look like fruits or berries, they just work. And the shape also, it just lends itself to something far more interesting and three-dimensional. With the gold leaves, with the wonderful silver work as well, it is just superb. Another word that comes to my mind when I see this piece is Christmas. Now, that's probably because of the lovely red and the glittery effect, and how much it sparkles, and also it kind of sits up from the finger. It's shaped in a way that is all inviting, and the pieces just come up and out, and it's absolutely extraordinary. One of the effects of that, I think, is that you can have a very large, gorgeous cocktail ring such as this, but it still comes across as being elegant and not clunky. It comes across as being intriguing and vivacious, and clearly very good looking. When you go to this kind of design work, you can tell it's not molded, it's a one-off, it's had so much work gone into it. You can tell that they're natural gems. It has a beautiful wide band on it, but comfortable. You can tell that this has been loved, and the handiwork is just incredible. So I think, looking at it, these kind of pieces, I have one that obviously is not the same. In fact, it looks nothing like it, but by the same designer, with leaves and gems. And the amount of comments and compliments I get, people come alive when they see it, because it's just wonderful. And another thing is too that I like a lot of costume jewelry which is synthetic. I enjoy it. It's fun. It's flamboyant. But I have more fun, knowing something has great materials involved. And the thing I was going to tell you, which I will quickly get to, about the shocking thing, is that these leaves, they're not going to cut you or anything, but they're very spiky and sharp at the edges. Now, I wear mine if I'm going into the city, and I just, it's just in the back of my mind that I could market these beautiful, beautiful items as a little bit of a security thing, because if you want a knuckle duster that could really rip into somebody, this is it. So I bet that's never been a selling point before, particularly with high-end jewelry, that it could turn into the most wonderful knuckle duster weapon and make some of you smile. But a few of these leaves, you know, if you stuck one into someone, it would give them a surprise, that's for sure. It's not going to stick into you. It's up from the ring, and look, you know, running my hand around them. I'm not cutting myself or anything like that. But if you poked it hard enough into someone, you could do some damage. So that's a little bit of a warped mind from me, but I kind of think of that, you know, particularly if I'm wearing a really good piece and somebody might want it. Well, if they try and grab it, they've got no hope with this one. That's for sure. So there's a little bit of Australian thinking for you. I've taken a high-end jewel and turned it into a weapon of choice. Anyway, just to make you laugh and say hello to everyone. Have a good look at this. If it fits you, you're lucky. If anyone wants to buy it for me, please do. I love it. But I'm guessing that they'll probably buy it for themselves, and it will be travelling across the seas in an aeroplane quite soon to some faraway country to find a home on the hand of someone who will love it very, very much like I do. Thank you again for looking, and please do keep looking at the store. You never know what you'll find, and I guarantee there'll be some treasures along the way. Bye for now.